Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup using all Charlotte Tilbury products. There are a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products here today in front of me, and basically throughout this makeup tutorial, I'll tell you guys which products are my favorite products from her brand, so that if you are looking to purchase Charlotte Tilbury now or in the future, that this video is a good guide for some of you guys. Obviously, if you guys have any questions on some of her products, definitely comment in the info box below so I can always answer to you guys. So before I get started, I just want to say that Charlotte Tilbury is one of my favorite luxury brands. I have been meaning to do this video for a while now, but finally I got the chance to sit together and do this video for you guys today. I mainly wanted to do this video because there's also the Sephora VIB sale going on right now, and if you guys are interested in purchasing Charlotte Tilbury products, then this is a good time for you to watch this video and obviously, you know, think about what you would like to get from Charlotte Tilbury. Hopefully my recommendations will also work out for you. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's get started. I've already filled my brows off camera, but I wanted to talk about this brow gel from Charlotte. This is the Legendary Brows brow gel. I'll show you the one. It's pretty cool. It's a very thin wand, and you would think that, you know, it doesn't do anything at all, but in fact it picks up every little hair possible. So it's a very genius product. Usually brow gels, the ones are a little bit thicker, but this is really good. So I'm gonna brush this through my brows, and it instantly creates like a fuller effect. So if you have really sparse brow hair, this is really good. We're gonna go in with eyeshadows next, and for that I have these cream pots. I have different colors. I have Mary Antoinette, Betty, and I have Mona Lisa. This is Mary Antoinette and this one is Betty. This is more of a golden kind of cream base, and then this is more of a taupe gold. I think I'm gonna go with the taupey gold today. I'm gonna take that on a flat brush, and you honestly need like very little product. Just gonna put that all over my eyes. I love cream shadows in general, so these work really nicely. On days that you're lazy, you can just kind of get away with using this eyeshadow base and it will look pretty on its own. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. This is in the shade Mona Lisa, and this one is more of that purple undertone. These cream shadow bases are really great to work with, so I would highly recommend you guys check out the cream eyeshadows. Next up, I have eyeshadow palettes. I have two palettes here. One is Dolce Vita, which is their best-selling palette. Also have this limited edition one. This one was called the Legendary Muse, and it has gorgeous, just lighter colors. Also want to show you another palette from Charlotte Tilbury. She has these kind of travel palettes, instant look in a palette. This is called Seductive Beauty. There are 3 eyeshadows. There is a bronzer, blush, 2 blushes, and a highlighter. I'm going to be using this palette later on. The colors are in here are so beautiful too. She had released like a bunch of them, but this one I had picked up in particular because I really like the color scheme of this. I'm going to start off with this shade right here, which is the burgundy shade. I'm just going to use my flat brush and literally just pat it on. Not sure when she released her line, but this was one of, you know, the best-selling palettes. Maybe it still is, I'm not quite sure, but you can check on our website. It's a gorgeous burgundy color, but it has more of the brown undertone. So we're gonna need a blending brush to just blend it out. The look today is going to be really simple. Take the darkest shade in this palette called Smoke, and I'm going to put that in the outer corners and also put it up in the crease. Her quads have really beautiful quality. You know, depending on the color scheme, you can pick any quad. They are a little bit expensive, but I mean, they're well worth the price for me. Dolce Vita is naturally the most popular because of the warm tones in this palette. I'm gonna go back in with the burgundy shade and just layer that. I'm gonna go ahead and use the lighter shade in the palette for a little bit of brow bone highlight. And also use that in the inner corners. For that little bit of pop on my eyes, I'm going to use this glitter shade. Now this is a kind of emollient glitter, something that you don't need like a glitter adhesive for. You can just apply it with your fingers. It's literally just press it. And it's not like overly sparkly, but it is just such a beautiful shade of gold. When you move in the light, like it will sparkle. I'm going to do eyeliner next, and then we're going to tackle the bottom half. So for eyeliner, I have these two liners. These are the Rock and Coal liners. One is called Bedroom Black and another is called, I don't know if it has a name. It's just an eye cheat for bigger, brighter eyes. This is Bedroom Black and this is the cream liner. Just going to take the Bedroom Black liner and line my top lash line, sorry. And we'll smudge it up after, so don't worry about that. Definitely going to be smudging this liner, so let's do that. Going to use Bedroom Black again in the lower waterline. They don't smudge that quickly, so they definitely are very long lasting. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the Dolce Vita palette, take this dark brown shade and smudge that in the lower lash line. They're pressed really nicely in the pan, but the pigmentation is amazing. And the eyeshadows are so soft. So one thing I definitely notice with luxury brands is that, you know, their packaging is like to die for. They're so beautiful. It's more like an experience, you know, luxury makeup, because it's not like these eyeshadows are definitely dupable, right? Like you can get dupes of these eyeshadows like anywhere. But I think that when you use them, you can tell how amazing the quality is, right? For most of these, like you won't even think twice if you had to repurchase some of these products. Like I wouldn't think twice. So that's the thing with luxury brand, is that you don't necessarily need them, but when you use them, then you can really tell a difference. I'm gonna add mascara. Going to use the Legendary Lashes Volume 2 mascara. They had come up with a Legendary Lashes mascara. I don't like that one. This one is much better. It's much more volumizing, and I definitely love a good volumizing mascara rather than like a lengthening one. If you see this wand, it is definitely one of my favorite wand types. I'll add some false lashes off camera and I'll be right back, and then we'll get to starting on with the face makeup. So first I wanted to talk about this product right here from Charlotte. This is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I'm in the shade 510. A lot of people have been giving mixed reviews about this product. I'm not sure if a lot of people know how to use this properly. That may be one of the reasons why people don't know what to do with this product. So it's more of like a tinted moisturizer with a little bit of illumination, but it's not full coverage or anything like that. It's a really sheer product. It's something that I can use just by itself and add concealer and stuff on top of it, so I don't have to use foundation. This is more of an everyday product for me. Now for today's video, I'm going to definitely go in and add the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation. This one is a demi matte finish. Great for those who have combination to oily skin, I guess. It's a matte finish, right? So it doesn't have any glow to it. So I'm going to put this on first to add a little bit of glow to my skin. You know, it's almost like a illuminating primer. Anybody who has combination to oily skin may not like it. I am loving it because my skin is starting to get a little bit dry now. Let's apply this everywhere, but I'm not going to use a whole lot of this. I'm going to add a pump of the Magic foundation. I'm going to take a flat kabuki brush and just blend this out. This Magic foundation is more or less medium coverage. Okay, so next up we have concealer, and I have the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer. This one has a sponge tip applicator, and I'm not particularly a fan of the applicator. Initially when I tried it on, it took a while for the product to come to the surface. So it definitely takes a while. But in terms of coverage, like, it is really good coverage for me anyway. It's not a full coverage concealer. It's definitely medium coverage. This is just the one that I own, but you know, she has other concealers. She has like the retoucher and things like that. Those may be more of light coverage. There are several other concealers in the market that are just as good, so I wouldn't really lose any sleep over buying a Charlotte Tilbury concealer. So I can say that you can pass on this concealer. Before I powder my face, I wanted to use another liquid product. This is the Hollywood Contour Wand. This one is also a sponge tip applicator. Surprisingly, the sponge tip on this is really good. And you obviously need like a very little product. So just press the tube until the product comes. I wish that there was more product in the tube, so it definitely doesn't have as much product. So let me blend this out before it dries up. And it's a very natural contour. Like, it looked really dark in the pan, but it's a very natural. So the blendability of this contour product is great, but its one downfall is that it has really less product. Next, we're gonna powder the face, and I'm gonna do so with the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This is in the shade Medium 2. Just gonna use a big powder brush to just knock off some shine. This one is actually a holy grail for a lot of celebrities, a lot of people. It has really, like, the powder is really light. It won't make you look cakey or anything under the eyes. My only issue with this product is that it doesn't come in a lot of shades. I wish it would come out with more shades, you know, be more inclusive, because her foundation and concealers, they have a wide shade range. Okay, next up we have bronzer, and for that I'm going to be using the Filmstar Bronze and Glow. Now this palette is the one that's the darker of the two palettes. This highlighter here, it's not a very good highlighter. It's more of a blush, I think. So I'm going to use another product for highlighter, but the sculpting shade in here is really good. For blush, I'm going to be using their Cheek to Chic blushers. One is called Sex on Fire and the other is called Love Glow. Both really pretty shades. I think I'm gonna use this one today. If one of the top things I recommend from Charlotte Tilbury are their blushes. Like, they look so beautiful on the skin. So next up, I'm going to be using highlighter from this Instant Look in a palette. This highlighter is really good. It's a nice, like, soft highlighter. I don't have the Bar of Gold highlighter, and I feel like a lot of people like that one too, so that's another recommendation to check it out. So next up we have lip liner, and I'm going to be doing semi-nude lip today. So for that I'm going to be using this Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner in Pillow Talk. This shade in Pillow Talk is like her most popular shade. And again, nothing bad to say about the lip liner itself. You know, the formula is quite nice. It's really soft. This lip liner is really pretty, and again, it's an everyday kind of nude color. Charlotte recently came out with a Pillow Talk collection, which is the lip liner, the lipstick, and I think a blusher, an eyeshadow palette. I missed out on the blusher and eyeshadow palette. I really wanted to try those. Alright, so last bit I have lipsticks, and I just want to show you guys how much I love Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. This one sits on my vanity actually. All these ones in gold are all Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. So I'm just gonna pick one. This one is really pretty. This one is called Super Cindy. Then I obviously have Pillow Talk, which is like a pinky nude. I have the shade Penelope Pink, which is much lighter, I think, so I'm not gonna use that one. This is really pretty. I think I'm gonna use Bond Girl. These lipsticks smell so nice. This one is one of my favorites actually. Alright guys, that's it. That completes today's makeup tutorial using all Charlotte Tilbury products. I hope you guys really enjoyed today's video. I had so much fun playing with all Charlotte Tilbury products all at once. So this brand is one of my favorite brands, and I'm glad I got to share some of my favorite products with you guys today. I've been using Charlotte Tilbury for a very long time now. Ever since she launched her brand, I have been using her products. Her makeup is always so elegant and on point and very luxurious. If you guys are going for the VIB sale in Sephora, you know, grab some Charlotte Tilbury because again, it's 20% off, so this is the best time. So that's all I had for you guys today. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button, share, subscribe to my channel so that you can come back here for more good content. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!